iPod. It's been a minute. I'm out here on my perch. Saw a car pull up and then some folks stormed out to join them at the car, and they're just there talking. By the way, it is Wednesday, Bible study day. And it's about 9:15, 9:20. Not quite time for Bible study. September still. We've crossed over into the autumn. And it's the 25th of September 2024. And it's been kind of an odd day weather-wise. I don't know what to make of it. It's not cold, but it's not summery hot, which I'm relieved. But yeah, I'm kind of relieved because there's not too much humidity, except if it rains. It's been a rough night. It's not really a mistake, but it feels like a mistake. I asked God, because, it was a subject that came up during Bible study. And it wasn't the subject of the study. It was during the Q&A session. So this was the evening session. Pastor said people were asking about Paul's thorn in the side, thorn in the flesh. And, we talked about it a little bit and said, hey, if you think you might have a thorn, if you have a thorn, ask the Father God to show you. So my fool behind decides, I think I'll ask God what the thorn is if I have one, and if I don't, to let me know that too. But what are the thorns? And lo and behold, he's showing me the thorns. Now, understand, God didn't send this. It was the enemy that did it. But yeah, unfortunately, I have enemies that are thorns that are in my bio family. And there's not much I can do, just stay close to God, stay in prayer. But they seem to be around a lot, but some of them, I'll be honest, some of them are not the actual thorns, but they're the minions of the I guess you could say, the minions of. And so, a lot of activity right now. It's only about 9:20, 9:30 on a Wednesday night. I don't know, maybe something happens. Maybe it's bingo night or something. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and the vehicles and things. I forgot to and check more closely. there. And the vehicles across the way there. Which I don't know if you can see those. They kind of try to tuck themselves away on the other side of the building. That's the school building. Yeah. It's odd, the signs are turned off, even though one you see blinking, a message over there. Well, there's actually like 3 or 4. And they typically put the same messages, even though there's 3 branches of the school. Yeah, it's a big building with lots of sections in the campus. But yeah, Home Depot, I noticed it's not there. I don't see the sign. It's usually lit up. I haven't seen it for several weeks now, actually. Several weeks. If I'm still not quiet enough, because I'm pretty sure the folks know that I'm recording, they'll do something to get in the video. They want to get in the video some kind of way. Visually or auditorily or whatever, you know. These perps are younger, I think they might be new. But I found some information out from somebody about their meetings and how some of them get paid. And that it's a lifestyle. Pretty hilarious sometimes. And if you ever hear the banter back and forth, the trolling, almost, well, I won't belabor it, but in the V2K space. If you could ever hear that I am sometimes able to hear, you would crack up. It would make you laugh because it's so Keystone Cups. Like, it's got that Keystone Cups vibe sometimes. Other times it's just like a bully on a playground. Here's one. funny how they have to report. Report on. I used to call it the N-word report because it used to be just the W people that was doing it. But that's when I was in LA. Come back to the D, they hire who they know, hire who's around. That's what they do. And Detroit is majority black people. Others too, but it's still majority black. It's majority a black city. So the Perps tend to be black. People in this building, most of them are black. There's a couple people, three people maybe, or two, that are white, that own a unit, at least one unit here. But the rest who own a unit is a co-op. The rest who own a unit, the rest who own a unit are black African American. And most of this neighborhood on the east side of Detroit is black African American. Now this is also, there's also a lot of Palestinians, Arabs, Chaldeans, etc. near this area. And it's a real deal, it's a real thing. And their neighborhoods are not far from here. And they have thriving communities here. And they're for the most part, I can tell, are peace-loving people. They want to live like anybody else. Anyhow, about an hour until Bible study. I may come back. I still got time. I heard somebody say something about they would line something up, but now go in. So clearly they're talking about my place. By the way, there's my door to my place. I have it propped open with a metal ammunition storage box that was my dad's. He's got a couple. A small one and a big one. He showed me how to load the rifles a couple times. I've been debating about the Second Amendment. To be honest, it's easier to have like a 1911, I think, but I mean, I've already got the other three, plus the other, it's not true, there's 5 altogether. We're looking for somebody, because look, you see that? Looking for somebody. Yeah, interesting. That's the 3rd or 4th one I've seen. Just in the past hour, I've been sitting out here. It's not an unusual thing to see, but it's a little bit unusual on a weeknight in the fall, although we just crossed over to fall, so technically it's like it's still summer. People used to call it Indian summer, which is kind of an insult. I try not to use that term, but some, older generation folks, they still use the term every now and then. Anyhow, I will probably be back. Alright. And if not, then I will talk to y'all later. So I can remember, suit up.